Victorian opposition leader John Pesutto is under fire after a federal court ruling found he defamed Moira Deeming, a former Liberal MP, and ordered him to pay $300,000 in damages. The court determined Pesutto falsely claimed Deeming knowingly associated with neo-Nazis following the controversial Let Women Speak rally in March 2023, which was gate-crashed by far-right extremists. Justice David O'Callaghan criticized Pesutto for conducting a media blitz, driven more by fears of political backlash than genuine concern for the party's reputation. Pesutto's public comments and internal documents allegedly implied Deeming sympathized with neo-Nazis, severely damaging her reputation. The court highlighted his careless language and described his responses during cross-examination as infuriatingly unresponsive. Despite calls for his resignation, including from prominent figures like former Prime Minister Tony Abbott, Pesutto remains steadfast. Addressing the media, he declared, "I've always been a fighter for the Victorian people, and that is why I will continue in this role." While expressing disappointment with the court's decision, he avoided addressing how he would cover the damages and legal costs, which may run into millions. Deeming, on the other hand, is optimistic about her political future. "I was unjustly expelled," she stated, expressing confidence that the ruling might pave the way for her return to the Liberal Party room. Pesutto, however, maintained that any such decision lies with the party. This high-profile case has cast a shadow over Pesutto's leadership, but notably, the coalition has made gains in recent polls, placing them in an election-winning position for the first time in 7 years. The Albanese government has introduced a strengthened news media bargaining code, requiring major tech companies like Meta, Google, and ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, to negotiate financial deals with Australian publishers or face penalties. Starting January 1, 2025, platforms with annual Australian revenues exceeding $250 million must either establish agreements or pay a charge. The initiative aims to address concerns about the sustainability of Australian journalism in the digital age. Assistant Treasurer Stephen Jones emphasised that the new rules incentivise platforms to reach voluntary agreements, ensuring news organisations are fairly compensated. Some tech giants remain resistant. Meta argued the proposal fails to reflect how its platforms operate, claiming that news is not a primary draw for users. TikTok echoed similar sentiments, asserting it has never been a go-to destination for news content. However, the Albanese government is resolute, aiming to prevent platforms from bypassing existing regulations, as Meta has done in Canada by blocking news entirely. This move underscores Australia's commitment to preserving a robust media landscape while navigating the challenges posed by global tech giants. In a bold geopolitical move, the Australian government has committed $600 million over 10 years to back a new NRL team in Papua New Guinea, PNG. While the initiative ostensibly promotes sports diplomacy, it also serves a strategic purpose, countering China's influence in the Pacific region. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese announced the deal, which coincided with the activation of a bilateral security agreement between Australia and PNG. Although Albanese refrained from directly naming China, the agreement includes a critical non-compete clause allowing Australia to withdraw if PNG establishes defence or policing ties with Beijing. This is a unique opportunity for public diplomacy, fostering stability, and ensuring Australia's regional presence, Albanese stated. His PNG counterpart, James Marape, clarified that while Australia remains PNG's security partner of choice, the nation will continue fostering relationships with China, particularly in trade. Experts warn the deal's success depends on careful management. The Australian Strategic Policy Institute highlights the risk of Chinese interference, given the team's significance in Australia-PNG relations. As sports diplomacy takes centre stage, Australia must navigate the complexities of geopolitical dynamics while ensuring the initiative remains a unifying force. That's all for today's headlines on Aussie Pulse. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest news shaping Australia and beyond. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.